Y'all, when I started putting all these things together, I realized just how much of a crazy person I am when it comes to all these little gadgets. And there's still so many things in this catalog right here that I want. Because it's so cool. And listen, you don't need any of this stuff. You can get these little things at Walmart or at the Target or on Amazon or from your mama's kitchen. You can get these things there. But there's something about getting something shiny and new and fun in the mail that just cranks my tractor and makes me want to get in the kitchen and cook. I will tell you, I have yet to buy anything from Pampered Chef that was not really, really high quality. If you're a Pampered Chef person, give me some thumbs up if you've already been buying Pampered Chef and you're already in love. Give a thumbs up if you know the quality is crazy, crazy good. Because if you buy these things in other places, in some of the big box stores, many times you have to replace them more often. And I'm going to tell you, this week, I called Pampered Chef customer service because I have a couple of pans that I have had forever, like years. I've had them for years. And they were beginning to stick, like they weren't heating even anymore. And that's one thing I love about their pans is they heat so evenly. It's really hard to burn something. But these two pans that I bought the same time were beginning to stick. And I just called them and said, I don't think you guys even make these pans anymore, but can I get these repaired or get them replaced? Y'all, they are sending me 2 brand new pans. I've had these, I know I've had them for 12 years. I've had them a long, long time. And I put them in a box, shipped them off, and as soon as they get them, they're going to process, and they're going to send me 2 pans, replacement pans, the exact ones that I had. Yeah, so that's the first time that I've done that with Pampered Chef, but it was so easy, and they were so nice. Yeah, so I'm a big fan, and I'm going to just run through these things really, really fast, and there are 4 links on this video. So down at the bottom of your screen, I'm pretty sure it's going to be down at the bottom. There's all these little pictures. There's a star and there's a microphone, or at least it's for me. It might be up at the top. There's a little, it says links, and it looks like a little paper clip. There's a picture that has a little paper clip. When you click on that, it's going to show you 4 links. One of the links is for Tina's party. Tina Arnett is having a party, so if you were invited by Tina to this group and to this video, then click on her link to order. And then I have my mom. My mom is Wilma, so Mama's got friends that are in this group, and if you want to shop it with my mom's party, then you click on Wilma's party. And if you are Mandy's friend, Mandy Bratton, she's a new friend of mine. And she is doing a party right now. And so it says Mandy's party. And if you don't have a party, if you were not invited by anyone else, and you're just here because I invited you, or you saw my stuff on social media, then you can pick one of their parties if you want to, just like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, or you can shop at my party. Okay? So those are the 4 links that are available there. Now let's get to going. First thing I'm going to show you are my knives, because if you need knives, I have never had knives this sharp. And my mom had lots of knives. She still has lots of knives. But when I first started cutting with these, I cut myself so often. Paul said it the other day. They are so, so sharp, and they're so heavy, substantial. They're weighted really well. That one needs washing. They are like really, they're easy. It feels substantial when you're cutting. So your hand is really steady. I love these knives. Now these, I'm going to show you these first. These right here that are color, like coated, They don't make these anymore. They make a different style, and I have a few of those I'm going to show you. But these still, I've had them for years, and I have never had to sharpen them. I have a knife sharpener, but I've never had to sharpen them. They are so, so sharp. This is the little paring knife. I love that knife right there. That's so good for like cutting ginger. And yeah, all these are so good. That's why I showed you these, is so you will know that they last forever. This is another tomato knife. I bought a second tomato knife because I use it so often, one of my very favorite things, that mine was always dirty. So I was like, I'm getting another one of those. And this is the new style. This part is not painted, but the handles are different colors. And they have some other knives too, but these are the ones that I really love. They're kind of a mid-range price. They have some that are more expensive, but I'm telling you, these are amazing. So, so, so good. And I love having these little protectors. This right here, this is the old one. This is the new, I call it my lettuce knife. But it's the nylon knife. If you're cutting any kind of greens, you want to get one of these because that will keep your lettuce and any of your green stuff that you're chopping, keep it from getting brown. Because if you put that metal on it, it'll get brown quicker. And so this is a nylon knife. And you use this for like your herbs. You put your herbs through there and pull it, and it like pulls the leaves off the stem. Yeah, that's really, really cool. Love my Pampered Chef knife. Okay, let's do some of these glass bowls. Pampered Chef was the first glass bowls that I ever used. And when I bought my first 2 or 3, then I started just using glassware in my refrigerator. This one, now I'll tell you, these particular ones with these white lids, they don't make these anymore. They look exactly the same, but the lids are different, and the lids probably stay on better because these lids kind of, they will pop off sometimes. But I've got my garlic in that one, and y'all, you can't smell the garlic unless you open the lid. It seals really, really well. And then this is the 2 cup, and this is the 3 cup. So you're getting 4 of these when you order these. You get 2 of these and 2 of these. And I think they're all separate. Like you get this in a set, this in a set, this in a set. But now they look a little different. I think the lids are blue. But these are so good, and you will not believe how often you will run to grab one of these, because if you have just a little bit of leftovers, then that holds it really well. I love glassware in my refrigerator because you can see the food in it. You can see, so it doesn't get bad as quickly, or it doesn't get bad because you can see it and reminds you, okay, I need to eat that. Which reminds me, let me show you. This is the brand new oblong ones. Because this is the old set right here. And I've had these forever, but they don't make these anymore. I'm going to show you the new ones. And I've got one in the refrigerator. It comes in a set, this set right here. Isn't that pretty? But I can see that food in there. I've got one of those little glass bowls. The 1 cup right there, that's got my spicy mayo, and that's got my garlic honey chicken. That recipe is in this group. You need to go find that recipe and you need to cook this, because that's my rice, and I have that chicken, and then my spicy mayo is right there. But I love having these glass containers, storage right here. Love it. You can put dry stuff in there too if you want to, but I use it a lot for leftovers and stuff in the refrigerator. But that comes in a set. You will not regret that. That would make a great gift for, oh, I forgot to do this. I'm going to show you this. That would make a great gift for a bride-to-be, y'all. I'm telling you, or even a mother-to-be, like mothers that with fixing to have new babies. Get them something like this to store things in. I'm telling you, you cannot go wrong. This is one of the best things to get girls, especially if they've never used glassware, because they'll never go back. They will kiss your feet. They will love them. This, I forgot. This has been in the refrigerator because I made Mexican stack-ups the other day. And this is going to make my kitchen smell like onions. But I put all my fixings for my Mexican stack-ups. The peanuts, the jalapenos, the lettuce, the cheese, the onions, and the tomatoes. It's almost all gone. Let me show you the cool thing about this. Can you see that? These things right here come out. 2 of those. And you can use those separately. You can sit these on the cabinet and then use this separately. You could even use the lid for another thing if you wanted to. But then these go in the freezer and freeze. And then you put your little tray back in here and it stays cold so long. Mine, actually, the whole thing fits in my refrigerator. But this is another cool thing. That is for deviled eggs. So you could turn it the other way and put your deviled eggs in here. Makes it easy to carry if you're going to a potluck. It would be good for carrying somewhere. It doesn't have a handle, but it has these handles right here. You can just take that in the car. It's so, so good. So good. I'm gonna put this back in here. I love it. And while I'm talking about that type of stuff, they're having a sale right now this month on all of the summer grilling things. Let me show you this. I was going to do these when I get over here to my cookware, but I'll go ahead and show these to you now because this comes in a set. These will sit right on your grill. These are on sale. I think these are on sale. The mesh, the ones that are mesh are. I think that's right. I might be wrong. But these are really, really good for the oven. When I do my my ramen recipe, and I have all those vegetables that I let people put whatever kind of vegetables they want. I do my bok choy, I do my mushrooms, and I do my corn, and they can all go in the oven. And then they roast in there. These are the best roasting pans because they're really, really heavy. And they clean so easy. So you can put them in the dishwasher. But I'm telling you, most of the time, I put them in the sink and they clean up so, so fast. You don't even feel like you have to put them in the dishwasher. You're going to love that. Okay, let's see what I've got next. Let's do these little gadgets right here real quick. This is the oil salad dressing. You can make creamy dressing. Vinaigrette dressing is actually listed on there. The little recipe is. But it's got all the measurements on it. I tell you what, I use it for most of the time. I mean, I don't put it as to good use as I could because I don't do these types of recipes. But when I have chicken, when I boil chicken and I have the chicken broth, the bone broth, I put that in there and put it in the refrigerator. And then the next time I need some, I just use that. Yeah, it's great. But if you need one of these little mixers, because you can mix it up and then serve it. This is one of my very favorite things. I have a favorite olive oil that doesn't come in a spray. I order it online and it is super duper good. But I love the convenience of spraying the oil. This, you put the oil in it and then you pump it up and spray the oil. So whatever oil you love, so you don't have to use that yucky aerosol kind, then you can use this. Let me get this back on there. Uh-oh. I gotta put it down. Yeah, this is one of my favorite things. I'm actually about to get a second one because this is my olive oil and I have an avocado oil that I love too. And I want to do one so I can have one for each. That's one of my very favorite things. This is one of those things you're going to think when you look at it, you're like, I will never use that. I'm not going to get that. Get this. If you have strawberries, if you love strawberries, this is the coolest little thing because you don't have to cut them individually. You chop them. You've probably seen me do this before, but you put the strawberries out, washed. I usually wash them first. Wash them and get them like the leaves off of them. Then you just pop, 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 pop. and it slices them perfectly, and it starts piling up, and then you dump it. And then there'll be a few left in the bottom. You take this thing and go, and it pops them all out. This is so good. It's called the cup and chop. I can't remember what it's called, but that is another great little gift for you or for someone that you love. Okay, so let me move these out of the way. This over here, and this over here. And let's talk about the children's stuff. They've got a new club they started last year that is like a cooking club for kids, where you can get the apron, you can get the little chef's hat, you can get the little mitts. It's adorable. But you can sign up for like either 3 months or 6 months of these little kits. This is one that I got in May, and it's the baking one that comes with the little rolling out mats. It's got a little rolling pin. It's got the cupcake holder. It's got this little spatula, and it has the icing. This is the coolest little thing right here. So you put the icing in here. I gotta get this back on here right. I can't remember how it goes. Right here, right here, right here. Yep. And then you can put the tips right there. And then you squeeze it. So it's really easy for a child to put the icing on. It's easy for an adult to put the icing on. Yeah, it's really, really cool. May loves it. Loves it. And then it has the mixing bowl. So it comes with the mixing bowl, the spatula, this, the little mats, and this. It's just so cute. They also have little cookie cutters. These are sold separately, but she likes those cookie cutters. And they have an adult or a regular little thing to do icing and stuff. That makes a big mess, though. I haven't quite figured that out. I haven't mastered icing, y'all. I like my cake without icing anyway, or just with a little glaze or something. But yeah, if I'm going to put icing on it, I'm just going to smear it on. Let me put this away. Okay, now let's talk about this mandolin right here. How many of you guys have a mandolin? I never had one, never felt the need for one, and I'm going to tell you, I got this in my kit. And I think it was in my kit. Yeah, it was in my kit. And I didn't think I'd ever use it, but I use it a lot. You can make French fries, you can make waffle fries, you can make, when I do my sweet potatoes, candy sweet potatoes, like do the little rounds, so good. You can do really tiny straw French fries, or any type of vegetable, any type of hard vegetable. And it is pretty nifty, and I put it all in the dishwasher. May can do it. It's really fun. You put this little part right here. You put this in here, and you put those vegetables in this thing right here. And you can use this to make sure that your fingers don't get in there, to keep mashing it down. Whoops, like that. And then you just start pushing this down, and it cuts those and puts them in that right there. Genius, genius, genius. I use it a lot. I love it, and May loves it because it's fun to do. And I think it's called a mandolin. But if you don't already have one, if you have one of those old-fashioned ones that you're always afraid that you're going to cut yourself, and see, this even has a safety door on it. And it stores really, really easy. Like it folds down that small. Love that. Here's a new item that is under $20, and I have not figured out exactly how to do it yet, but it's a sushi maker. Anybody like sushi? So this little gadget right here, and it comes with all these recipes and everything. You can make sushi. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. My sponsor had a sushi making party. I didn't get to go, but she did. And she invited a bunch of girls over, and they had these and like made sushi. So I'm going to keep experimenting with this because we like, I mean, I'm kind of a sissy when it comes to sushi. I don't do the real raw fish and stuff, but I do like the California rolls, the Boston rolls, the, what's the Philadelphia rolls? I love those. It's mainly vegetables in there. But yeah, this is really cool. And I think it's like $16. So if you know somebody who loves sushi and likes to do cool stuff in the kitchen, this would be another good gift too. If not for you, get it for somebody you love. Okay, let's talk about this serveware because this is some of my favorite things. Y'all, I love pretty little containers. My husband's always fussing at me because I do like baskets. I just went to Goodwill the other day to get pants for me and May May because we buy our pants really cheap. She crawls around and they get filthy and they get holes in them, and so I don't spend a lot of money on her little everyday pants. So we go to Goodwill and get them for $5 a pop. But I went through the little aisles with all of the homeware stuff, and I always bring home some kind of little basket or carrying thing. This thing right here I got at Goodwill yesterday. It's got all my gadgets in it. Yeah. But beautiful stoneware serving pieces. I've not seen anywhere that are more beautiful than Pampered Chef. It's a bit of a splurge. Most of mine I've gotten when I've thrown parties or when I've gone to somebody else's party and I get like the extra points and stuff. Yeah, this right here. This one, this color they don't have anymore, but they're always having new colors. I'll show you the new color in a minute. This is my little muffins we made the other night. And it's gorgeous, and it can sit out on your cabinet. It's like a little cookie jar. Let me show you. This is one of the new colors right here. It's gorgeous. This is the large, and they have one that is smaller. I want the smaller one like this too. I think it is so adorable. This, I make my meatloaf in this, but really and truly the smaller one would be even more perfect because the smaller one, that still has cookie crumbs in it. See, I've used this for cookies recently. I think when I did tea cakes, I put it in there. But I would love for my meatloaf to like dome out like on top. It just sits down inside of this one because it's so large. But the smaller one would be perfect for my meatloaf because then it would just be gorgeous. So that's on my wish list, is to get the smaller one of these. I'm gonna put this in here. All right, I'll show you a few more of these serving pieces. And I know this is a color I don't have anymore, but I just want you to see your options because you can't go wrong with getting these serving pieces. All right, so this one, I think this was a rice cooker. I can't remember. I think it was a rice cooker, and it has little red little plastic lid that goes on the top. Pretty sure. But I just use it for serving vegetables, or I put fruit in it. Like a lot of times my tomatoes, this is just like in a glass bowl, but a lot of times if I have a lot of tomatoes, I'll put them in there and it just looks so beautiful on my cabinet. But this is great for serving. And this one is another one just like that, but a little bit bigger. And then this one. And this one is so old. I don't even know how long I've had this, but it's just gorgeous. And y'all, I put it in the dishwasher or I can hand wash it. But I've had it forever and it has not chipped. It is still not scratched. It is in such good shape. I love these. If you need some beautiful servingware, get you some. This is the newest version of some of their servingware. And this is like their little chips and dip or veggie and dip. This would be good for, like, you put your sushi there and put your soy sauce right there or your spicy mayo. Isn't that gorgeous? They have a larger platter in this. They have like a serving set, like a plate, a dessert plate, a bowl, like a 4-piece set. I don't know what the other piece would be, but anyway, yeah. This is really nice. That's the only one I have, but I want to get the whole set. Of course I do. Okay, I'm gonna put this back. All right, I'm still looking for y'all to comment because I still can't see any comments. Let me go out and come back. Hang on one second. Now let me see. For some reason, I'm having trouble getting the comments. I'm gonna do this. Nope. Sorry, I got distracted because I'm not seeing any comments. Maybe you're just not commenting. That's okay, but I sure can't see any. All right, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, let me put these up. Okay, I gotta hurry. Okay, so my sponsor has Pampered Chef parties at her house all the time, and she sells some of her excess things that she has gotten as prizes because she's been doing it a long time, and she's very successful. So she's always getting all these free things. See, oh good, somebody's commenting. Yay, okay. Now I feel better. I see y'all. Y'all can see the comments. Y'all probably been able to see them, and I have not. Now I can see them. Okay, yay. But she had this for sale. Y'all, I'm not going to tell you what I paid for this because I got it for a bargain at her little sale that she had. But I use this at least once a week because I love making stew. I love making like chicken and dumplings. I love making soup. And that ramen recipe that I did, I used that for this because it is so good. I can like do the little oil with the ginger and the garlic in there and let it like cook before I start putting the broth in it. And it cooks it so evenly. Y'all, that's the thing. If you get this cookware anywhere where you're spending a lot less money on it, it's not gonna cook your food evenly. It's gonna be aggravating. You might not even realize how aggravating it is until you get the good stuff. And then you start cooking and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so easy. You will not dread cooking if you have great tools. And any of this bakeware, any of this cookware, you will love it. Love it. Okay, I'm putting this up in here. Okay, now let's see. That's round third. Let's do this bakeware right here. All right. Because this is some of the newest stuff that I've gotten. These are the cookie sheets right here. This one, you can tell how old that one is. Y'all, it looks like it has been loved. And I don't even know. I mean, it cooks the same, but it's so ugly. But every time I see how ugly it is, it just reminds me that I have used it and loved it and loved it. That's the cookie sheets. This is the little brownie pan. Love that pan. This one is the larger brownie pan. I used to do all my cupcakes in this until I got me a cupcake pan this week. And then this is the mini loaf pan right here. I use that a lot too. Banana bread. You can make individual banana breads. Oh, it's so good. And I've got this pie plate. I haven't used this yet. Right here. I don't know why that does that like that. Must be a good reason. And then this has the keeper, so you can put the lid on it. This is brilliant to have this. So that is that. They even have a little half of a pie. My mama just bought those, and her and dad, they don't eat a lot. And so when she bakes, she can bake half a pie. It's brilliant. Pampered Chef has that. And then I got these little cake pans. And I make, you've seen my lemon cake? Y'all, I have a lemon cake recipe in this group. Go find it. And you can make any cake you want to, but that's what I did. And they let go of your cake really well. You don't have to worry about it sticking. I love it. And then it's so pretty. Look how pretty that is. Love it, love it, love it. All right, and then this is my latest purchase, is the cupcake carrier. Y'all, so cool. If you want to carry it somewhere, and if you just want to keep them fresh sitting on top of your cabinet. Yeah. When I got this, I thought, Lord, what's up with this? Evidently, that cooks better. And you just have to put the cupcake little cups in there, the paper cups. And then you put this in there. You can serve it like this too. Like this. And sit it on the cabinet. Or you can turn it over and lock it down and carry it with you. Oh, how cool is that? I love that. I used that for those muffins. And it worked perfect. And then I bought another one of these. This is the larger version of the one that I showed you earlier. This is the big one. And I'm going to use this when I roast my vegetables. Y'all, I have fallen in love with roasting vegetables. And I am about to start making my own tomato soup and stop buying canned tomato soup, and I'm going to start roasting my tomatoes and my onions and my basil and all the things, and I'm going to put it in that little blender right there, and I'm going to make my own tomato soup from scratch. That's my next, recipe. I'm going to look at a bunch of different ones, and I'm going to figure that out, and I'm fixing to make the best tomato soup that you've ever had. Right there. Okay, let's do this one. Oh, I know. I forgot to show you this. This is one of my favorite purchases too, is the racks for cooling your cookies and your cakes and all that stuff. You can buy them individually, or you can buy them in a set that will stack. And I think the set comes with one of these. Hold on. Well, I'll show it to you when I get that out. Comes with a little spatula, those mini spatulas. This, another great gift. This is something that a bride would not think to get, because she's thinking cookware, bakeware, silverware, stemware, all that. But this would be a fantastic gift. This is something she would never think to buy for herself. And she would be, you can use it for so many different things that you cook. Love, 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 love. And then this is the little taco thing. I think this is Pampered Chef. Let me look. Is it? It is. Lord, I get so much stuff. And you can cook your own tortillas and put them in here so that and then they'll harden. So you can make crunchy tacos, or you can put your tacos in here to build them. It's a set of 2. Love that. I've only used it a couple of times, and I've used it to build tacos, and I love it. And then this, I bought this from my sponsor at her party, and I used it this year at Christmas to make our turkey. Actually, we did a big chicken, and it is amazing. It's heavy. I just feel so professional. I feel like I know what I'm doing when I have something that looks like this and cooks like this and cleans this well. It's professional grade, I'm telling you. Love this so, so much. Okay, now we're almost done, y'all. Let's do the cookware. Okay, let me take you over here. I was gonna put you on a different stand, but I think I can make this work right here. You put this right here. Already shown you that. Can y'all see? Right here. Okay. So this, they don't make this particular one anymore, but they make one that does the same thing. But it's like one of those pizza cookers where you can put your pizza on there and put it in the oven if you like the crust to be a different way. I can't remember if it's crispier on this or not as crispy. I can't remember. But yeah, And then this also is a good serving tray. Love that. This is some of the enameled cast iron. Super, super heavy. But they've got Dutch ovens in this. This color is gorgeous. I don't know if they still have this or not. Yeah, but this is so pretty. This one doesn't have a lid, but they have some that have lids. But this I use mainly for serving. I have baked a few things in there, but this is like a really small portion. Most of the time I use this whenever I cook corn. If I cook it on the cob and then I take it off the cob, I take it off and put it in this and put my butter and all that stuff and then put it on my warming eye back here so it stays nice and warm, because this cast iron is so good for that. All right, and speaking of cast iron, these are Pampered Chef cast iron, and I love it. I made May a mac and cheese the other day. For her birthday, we went to the bookstore and was going to get her a book. Well, she wanted a cookbook. Of course she did. And the cookbook was a cheese cookbook. And so she sits in that floor in there and flips through that thing and points at things, and most of the time it's the mac and cheese recipe. And when she kept pointing at it, so I made it, and I made it in this, and it was so delicious. But yeah, these are great if you have cast iron that you're passed down from your mama. You don't need these. You've got the best that you could ever have. But if you don't have any good cast iron, you need at least one great cast iron pan in your kitchen. I'm just telling you, you need one, because some things just require cast iron to cook them and for them to taste right. Okay, and then my Brilliance cookware. Now, I had to send off my other ones, so you can't see those. They don't make them anymore anyway, but they have 2 or 3 different kinds of cookware. The one that I'm using the most is the Brilliance. It's kind of this blue color. I'm getting this one replaced because this little middle thing right here came out. I used the wooden spoons on it, but it started scratching. So when I was talking to her about the other pans, I said, listen, I got this in my consultant's kit, and it's kind of rubbed out there. I said, it still cooks fine. So if I can't replace it, that's fine. I'm just letting you know. And she's like, no, you don't need to keep using that. Well, she wanted me to send it. And I said, this is the only pan I've got, because I'm not going to cook in anything else. And so I'm going to send this as soon as I get my other ones back. But that is the Weekend, I think it's called the Weekender fry pan. And then this is the little 8-inch. And I use this at least twice a day, because I make May's eggs in it for sure. And then if I make her pasta, I do the pasta with the sauce and the 1 serving of pasta for her right in this right here. And then this is good for 1 grilled cheese. I'm telling you, I use this pan at least once a day, usually twice a day. Love that, love that. These are the mitts. These are good. These are even better. These are amazing. I wanted these and they kept being out of stock, and the first time that I saw that they were in stock, I actually went to somebody else's party, I think, and bought them at somebody's party because I didn't have one going, because I wanted them so bad. I think they're like $40, $45, but I love that you have your fingers for grabbing things, and you can throw them right in the washing machine and right in the dryer. I haven't dried them. I just let them air dry, but you can throw them in the dryer. And then these are the ones for microwave right here, but you can also use them like to take the pans right here, like take the lids off your stuff. And I mean, you can pick up pans if you needed to. This right here, you can use it like that. I love these. That's another little, that's a good stocking stuffer. Throw that in a little gift for a wedding gift. Love those. All right, let's look at, while we're here, let's look at the utensils. You need one of these if you cook pasta of any kind that's like tortellini, or bow tie pasta, elbow macaroni. That's great because you get a big scoop of it. I love, that's one of my favorite things. I think they have a smaller one of those too. And then this is like a scoop and serve, great for lasagna and like casseroles. Love that one. my brand new whisk. I was able to throw away my old, rusty, yucky whisk that I've had for decades. And I got this one, and it's weighted, and so, oh, it's so good. It does make a difference, I'm telling you. And I got these. You always need a good set of those. This is also a new thing. It's great for like eggs, poached eggs, or even if you're hard boiling eggs, and then certain types of pasta and stuff. You can use it for that, all kinds of things, I'm sure. That's what I used it for. These are new to me. I just bought this little set right here. I actually bought them individually and got rid of my old ones that I've had forever, little nylon ones that I had, and so I was like, I'm getting rid of them, and I'm so surprised at how heavy they are. They're a lot more substantial than I thought they were going to be. I knew they were going to be good, but they're like really, really good. And then some spatulas, some flippers. I use them both. This one I use in all of my Brilliant stuff because it's nylon. And then this one I can use in my cast iron. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Let me put all these back. Put these back. I usually have a great set of wooden spoons, and they don't have those anymore. Okay, let me think. Let me think, what else? Okay, what time is it? Okay, y'all, I'm doing so good. I want to be done in an hour. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. All right, so let's do this. I'm going to show you all real quick these little gadgets like this right here. You know what? First, I'm going to show you the appliances. Then we'll end with this. So I'm going to show you some of the higher end stuff. It's worth every dime to me, but now that I have them, I would say they're worth every dime that you would spend on them. But the way I've gotten every single appliance that I've had is I've thrown a party or, thrown a party. Either before I was a consultant, I threw some parties and I got some stuff. And then I've thrown parties since I've been a consultant, and I get these. Because if you throw a party and you have sales of $200 or more, then you get to choose something in the catalog for 60% off. Now, some months, they just have certain items that you get to choose from. This month, all my girls that are trying to get some free stuff and getting some good deals, anything in the catalog, anything you want in the catalog, you can get 60% off. And I'll tell you a little secret. You don't have to get a big appliance. Like I've got, let me see, let me turn this right here so you can see this. This is my, can you see that? This is my blender. And it just came back in stock because they had discontinued it because of some sourcing some, I got something in my mouth. They couldn't get some of the parts or something, I don't know. So they had, but they brought it back. And this right here, I don't know exactly how much it is, but it's 60% off. You're only gonna spend like, less than $200 for it. Crazy, crazy, crazy good. That could be your 60% off item. Or if you didn't want to spend $160 and you had been wanting this little set right here that is like, I think this is $35 for the set, 35 or 40 bucks I think for the set, you could get that for 60% off. So then you'd spend like $12 for this. You don't have to get a big ticket item just because you get 60% off of something. So yeah, there's lots of ways to get your Pampered Chef more of it in your kitchen. Okay, that right here, this right here. I'm going to tell you about it just because they brought it back. I didn't talk about it a lot because as soon as I bought mine, they quit making it or quit offering it. But it is summertime, right? I made jam and jelly in this thing last year. Y'all, this is a strawberry jelly that I made. You know what's in that? Pectin, strawberries, and sugar. That's all that's in that. And I used this, and it took about, I don't know, about an hour, but it does all the work for you. You just use this little thing right here and cut up your strawberries. And then you put the strawberries in there and the pectin, and you let it cook. It blends it up and then it cooks it. And then it tells you when to add the sugar. And you can add the sugar. You can add the regular amount. It's got all these recipes and stuff that come with it. Or you can put less sugar, or you can put artificial sugar, or just use honey. You can make your own jelly and preserves and all that stuff with this blender right here. I've also made soup in this because it's a cooking blender. And then I also make my smoothies. You don't have to cook in it if you don't want to. And it has a heated cleaning cycle. It cleans itself. You just put a little soap in there, a little bit of water, and it heats up the water and it cleans it. Y'all, it's so, so good. I love it. And I'm so glad that I'm going to get to talk about it this summer, because if you have a garden, then you can make your own jelly. Really, really easy. You don't have to cook it on the stove. And if you don't have a garden, go to the farmer's market and get you some fruit. I think I'm going to make blueberry this year. I've never made a blueberry jelly, but I think I'm going to make one. Okay, that and this mixer. I'm just going to show you real quick. This Love. Now, you might have a KitchenAid, and if you do, carry on, sissy. Carry on, but I never had a KitchenAid. And I still had the hand mixer. It was electric, but it was a hand mixer. That's what I used. And I wanted a KitchenAid so bad. And then, when I started getting Pampered Chef, and they added this to their catalog, I was like, that's on my wish list. And I finally got it last year. And I did this 60% off. Yeah, love it. But I don't know how much it is, but it's worth every dime. It comes with the bowl. It comes with like these three attachments right here. Make your bread. And then if you wanted to make pasta with it, you can buy separately the little pasta maker thingy that attaches to it. It also has one of those little, I'm fixing to get one of those things that goes on the outside that you can add things. So you don't have to stop it. You can just add it as it's going. Love this. Okay. Do they still have the griddle? Do they still have this? I don't know if they still have this. If they do, get it. They do have it because my friend Jennifer just bought one. Jennifer just got this. I use this at least once a week. And it is a griddle. And you can get different inserts if you want to have like the grill marks on it, or if you want a waffle. Yeah. So good. I love this. All right. I also have two appliances that they have updated them. One of them is my, can you see right there, is my quick cooker. They do have like a multi-cooker now is what they call it, where you can do it quick, you can do the slow cooking or whatever. It's all in one thing now, but that's my quick cooker, and I use it quite a bit. I used to use it a lot more than I do now. But I like boil my chicken in it. I do vegetables in it. I do my potatoes almost all the time in it because I don't have to worry about it boiling over. And so that's so, so, so good. You can bake cakes in that thing. I don't bake cakes in it. I bake cakes in the oven. But then this is my air fryer. And that air fryer right there, they have a new one now. And I bought that one like the month before they came out with the new one. And I want the new one really bad, but I'm trying to be a good steward of my money because that one works really, really good. But if you don't have an air fryer, so good. And the new one has two levels, like two doors, so you can cook two different temperatures, two different things. So smart, so smart. Okay, and let's see, what else? I'm almost done, y'all. I'm gonna do it in an hour. Let's do this right here. This is a little mixing chop. This is the manual one. I do my onions with this. So good. Colanders. I only have one of each of these. This one comes in a smaller size. It's on my wish list to get a smaller one. And then this one has a bigger one and a smaller one. And I want to get all of those too. But I love those. And then these bowls right here. I actually got this size. I had two of this size because one of them came in my consultant's kit. And then I bought a set of the 3. And I love them. They've got the rubber feet on the bottom so that when you're stirring, when it's sitting here on the cabinet, then it doesn't slide around. I mean, you wouldn't think that that would make a big deal, but it does. It really does. Again, it's one of those things that when you are not aggravated in the kitchen, you can enjoy the process more and love to cook. Because I think everybody should love to cook. If you have to cook for your family, I don't want it to be one of those things you dread. And all these little things helps me enjoy it more. And maybe it would you too. So nice. So that's great. I love that. Let's see. One more of my appliances is my coffee maker. And my coffee maker, let me put this in here, is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And it has a little door on the side. Can you see that? This little door right here has the different things. You can have one for hot water. You can have one, this one's for the K-Cup. I've still got a K-Cup in it. That's the K-Cup. And they've got one for the little espresso things. I love that. That's the one I use the most. And then this one is for hot water. You can put your tea bags in there. And then you can put your tea bags in there, or you can put it in the cup. It won't matter, but it just, the hot water runs through. And then there's one other one if you want to make your own K-Cups. They have one of those too. But these are real convenient because it just sits right inside this door right here. It's beautiful. And it also holds a lot of water, so you don't have to fill it up very often. Okay. Last thing, I'm almost going to make it in an hour. We're going to run through these so fast. If you cook pizza, or if you do little quesadillas, love this. And cutting boards. These are so inexpensive. I'm going to replace mine soon because I've had these for, I don't know, 10 years. But they come in a set of 3. These are the large ones. And I set of 3 of these. I don't know where my other 2 were. I couldn't find them. My son put my dishes away for me the other day, and he put them somewhere, and I don't know where they are. But these I use a lot, and these. And I stick them in the dishwasher, which is probably why they're bowed like that. But they store really easily. They clean really easily. Yeah, love, love, love. Here's a little, this is called a bar. It's made for like cutting limes and lemons and oranges and stuff for like when you're mixing drinks, I guess. But I just bought it because I wanted it. And I use it quite a bit. Okay, this cuts chicken. And anything else you want to cut. This drains your vegetable cans. I hardly ever do cans anymore because I do fresh vegetables. But if you have like a can that you need to drain, you just put that on the top and pour it out. I love that. Scoops. We got scoops. This is a chopper, so you can get like the little, you know, with your pickles, the little dill pickles, the little ridges that are on them. That'll do that. You can also use that for cutting bread if you make your own bread. This is a potato masher, and I just bought this recently. And I think I did because they were discontinuing it, and I don't even know how to open it. Yeah, so that's, here's a little roller for dough. If you're making a pie, it's smaller, so you can get that up in the small little pan. Little thing. Spatulas. This is for icing cakes. This is a scraper. It is really heavy, and it is great for like when you're doing the jelly and stuff. In that, oh, there's Amazon. Sorry, squirrel. In your blender. can scrape the sides down. Love that. Garlic press. I just recently started actually using fresh garlic, and this is so good. One of the things, and I don't know anything about garlic presses, it's the first one I've ever had, but evidently some of them you have to peel the garlic before you do it. This one, you put the whole thing of garlic, you don't have to peel it or chop the ends off or anything, because when you mash that through there, the garlic comes out and the skin stays in there, and you just get that and throw it away. Do some of them not do that? I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it's very beautiful. That's another great gift too, because it's so pretty. Here's some little measuring spoons. You can just move that. You don't have to have a bunch of spoons. You can use just this one. It's for tablespoons and teaspoons. This is a manual can opener that makes the sides smooth so they won't cut you. Very, very cool. This is a brand new grater that I have only used one time, but I love so far. I love it. And you can do different angles. You could do this, or you can make it stand up like that. Very cool. This is probably one of the most famous Pampered Chef pieces. They still make this. And I mean, I don't know how many years they've been doing this, but it's called a mix and chop. And you use it, I use it for like May's pasta. If I cook actual spaghetti and she didn't need those long things of spaghetti, I chop it in the pan. It won't hurt your pan, but it's sharp enough it will chop that. And then I use it for like broccoli. For broccoli, I think it's still too big. It'll cut that broccoli up. And it'll cut chicken up. And it's great for beef. If you like your beef to be really fine when you're cooking your beef, yeah, so, so good. Everyone needs one of these. This is one of the best stocking stuffers you can give your people right here. If you want to get your mama something, stick something in her stocking. If she didn't have one of these, get it for her. This is a vegetable peeler, but this is a better one. They're both really good. Actually, that's good for carrots. This is good for bigger things. This is a brand new thing that I haven't used but once, and it is a pepper corer. It's double. This is for like bell peppers, large peppers, and this is for small ones. Love it. It's conveniently like stores together. This I bought because I thought this was what everybody was raving about. It's to take to unscrew the lids, like for Cokes and stuff. It's a little can opener, or bottle opener, sorry. And I got this thinking, this is what everybody was talking about. This gets lids off of jars, like every jar. Let me find one. Okay, like my mayonnaise jar. And my mom, it's got little holes in it so you can like mount it. I gotta sneeze. You can mount it under your cabinet. That's what Mom did. And then you just like, and turn. And it will like, you get, I can't do it with this angle. But every single jar you girls have, like, I don't want to open this because I don't need it open, but it like, it goes all the way down to that little bitty one right there. I've opened some really small cans like that. Jars like that. Yeah. This is very handy today. The older I get, the more I have to use that. This is so cute, and it measures up to 2 tablespoons. It's got the little ridges in there, so you can, it's like half a teaspoon all the way up to 2 tablespoons. One convenient little thing. Okay, here's the little spatula that comes with that cooling rack. Isn't that cute? Small. You would think, oh, I would never use that little thing. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. You will use this. I use this all the time. That little skillet that I have, the small one, it's perfect for like flipping an egg. So, so good. This is a juicer. And when I saw the picture and I got it, I don't know why. I didn't read the caption or anything. I did not realize that it was like metal. I thought it was plastic. And I was fine with that. But y'all, it is substantial. And it will squeeze that lime. Woo, it's good. Good, good, good. Oh, here's the one for making your own coffee. Like if you grind your own coffee beans. That's in there. A smaller tong, a smaller whisk. How cute is that? This for cakes and pies right here to make sure that it's done. And then this will loosen it. Can you see that? Yep. Got it. Go around the edges. I use that a lot. You wouldn't think you would, but that little thing right there, and I think it's like $8. Yeah. All right, this is for corn on the cob. I'm not going to take it apart because it's kind of a pain in the butt to take apart because it's really sharp. I keep this lid on it, but you can use it to take the kernels off of the corn cobs. All right, another one of my very favorite things. If you do barbecue, baking barbecue, this is so good. It's also good for like basting butter for pastries and stuff, or egg wash. It's nylon, and you can throw it right in the dishwasher. I use that every time I bake. It's great for putting oil around in little tin, like little muffin things. So good. These, I'll show you these. I've got a whole thing. It comes in a set, but they are for closing your bags. They're great. They also have this style. Yep. We're almost done, people. We're almost finished. And last but not least, we'll make sure I've done everything else. I think I've done everything else. Pretty sure that I have is the cleaning things. And there's lots of them that I don't have. My mom just bought like the one for washing bottles and stuff. She loves it. But this little thing right here, you can get these, you might can get them individually, but you can definitely get them in a little set. And this cleans so many of my appliances, and then like things in my kitchen, around my kitchen sink, around the stove, if you've got little places in your stove, your microwave, and it's got the little pointy end on it. Can you see that end right there? To like get in the crevices. You will use this a lot. And this one, this color makes me know it is so old, and it doesn't even look like it's been worn. They last so long. Great gift for you or somebody you love. This is for the little griddle thing. And then this is the old Pampered Chef scraper. This is the new Pampered Chef scraper. This one I've had, I bet I've had that 20 years, y'all. I've had that forever, and it's still great. I keep this one in that drawer and that one in that drawer. But you can scrape all your pans. Your cast iron, I'm telling you, take good care of that cast iron. This will scrape all the stuff out of it. So good. Okay. Ooh, I'm tired. I'm going to put all this back in here, and then we're going to say goodbye. So, let me see. I'm so glad y'all are talking. The toaster tongs. I don't have the toaster tongs, but I also want that new toaster. So maybe if I get a new toaster, I can get the toaster tongs with it. Oh, Jennifer, I know, right? You don't realize all the different little things. And listen, this is just scratching the surface. Seriously. Because this little catalog right here has got a section in the back. I'm going to show it to you. You see if I can find it. It's got, well, now I can't, it used to be in the very, very back. Oh, here it is. So it just like got little things. All these little things right here. Look at all those little things right there. All kinds of things that you would never, like this right here is a crumb vacuum cleaner for your cabinet. It's like a little, one of those little genies that goes around on your floor, but it doesn't do it itself. But you turn it on and then scoot it over your counter, and it sucks, it vacuums up the crumbs. Crazy. All right. Yeah, all these things. Okay, let me show you some of, I'm not going to get all this stuff out, but they also have a pantry section. So if you've been using Pampered Chef and you love all the gadgets and the cookware and the servingware, but you've never bought pantry items, you are crazy, because the chili, I love their chili mix. They've got all kinds of baking mixes. That chocolate banana bread mix is so delicious. Donut mix, flatbread mix, pie crust mix, shortbread cookie, the sourdough bread mix, the sweet cornbread. Oh my goodness, it's going to be served at the marriage supper of the Lamb. It is so, so good. Of course, and they have all this, like, lots and lots of spices that are very unique. So that, they have oils and flavored oils and flavored sauces and all these seasonings and rubs right here. I'm telling you, it is absolutely delicious, and it's very high quality. Okay, all this grilling stuff, all these grilling tools right here, and the outdoor serveware, all this summer stuff is on sale right now. So whoever invited you to this party, there's 4 links available. At the top of your screen, there's a little paper clip, and it should say links. Find the little paper clip, and when you tap on it, it's going to have 4 parties listed. Tina Arnett, she's on here. Tina Arnett has a party. Actually, Trina Duckworth's got a party, still open. So if you are one of Trina's friends and you're in here, then just go to the page where you're watching this and find the party links post and find Trina's party. Click on it, it's still open. Same way with Amy Graber. But the 4 that are listed is Tina Arnett, her party is new. My mom, Wilma, her party is new. Mandy, her party is new. And then I have a brand new party that I opened on June 1st too. So if they invited you, shop at their party. If I was the one who invited you, you can shop at my party, or just any, meeny, miny, mo, shop at one of their parties. I don't care which one you do. Let's see if anybody else has a question. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys are buying stuff and loving it. Jennifer's coveting. I use the small ball board to chop onions as well. Yeah, Angie, that's true. And it also washes really good. So, and I've cooked chopped onions on it too. Yep. Making sure. Hi, Miss Barbara, Brenda, coffee maker. Oh yeah, is it Mikey or Mickey? M-I-K-E-Y. I don't know if that's Mikey or Mickey, but yeah, that coffee maker. If you don't have it, it's so good. I had a Keurig for years, and it was hard to clean. That one is not hard to clean. It's not hard to clean, and it is beautiful. It's also really slim. It's the way that it sits on your cabinet. I love it. I absolutely, I don't drink coffee every morning. Paul drinks coffee almost every morning, but I don't do it every morning, but when I do, I love it. I absolutely love it. All right, let's see. Yeah, Nancy, that cooking blender, you would be surprised at how often you're going to use that blender. All right. Is that a PC blender in the background? I think, yeah. Scoop servers. I'm just making sure there's not anything. Oh, Joyce has Mama's cast iron. Girl, you can't go wrong with that. All right. All right, guys. I am going to get off of here to make sure there's no questions. That small cutting board is great when you're traveling. I use it to cut summer sausage and cheese as we drive. Oh, Gina. That is brilliant. I never thought about that. They do still sell the pizza stone. You know what? I have one in there, and I've got my lamp. I've got it like it's a decorative piece. I don't have enough cabinet space for all my things, and so I have them sitting around doing other jobs too. So I didn't bring it in here, but yes, they do have all the pizza stones. Look at all this. This is the stoneware. They've got like all kinds of stoneware, not just the pizza stone, but all of that. You can get all of that. There's that bakeware that I was showing you. Oh, it's so good, y'all. So, so good. Okay, how can we get a book? You know what, Jennifer? I'll send you one. I'll send you a book. And I'm also, guys, I'm going to ice cream machine. Oh, I know it. Ice cream machine right there. That is the new thing. I don't know that I would use it enough for me to spend the money on it right now. Me, because I have a Ninja and we use it a lot. But I do want this electric twist and chop because I've got this one and it works great. But this one right there, you just plug it in and it chops things for you. Yep. Oh, they have prices in here again. They used to not have prices in the catalog. Okay. Yeah, this is $49. I'm also getting the salt and pepper shaker that is electric. That's coming soon. That's already ordered. Yep. And I didn't show you this. I just saw that in the catalog. That's a serious pizza cutter. But there's the air fryer right there. And they're using those gloves. It's got 2 things. And then they have some of the stones are made to fit the air fryer. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so here's what you need to do. And then I got to go. I got to go. You shop on one of those links, or if you're with Trina Duckworth or Amy Graber, then you're going to have to go into the group and find my party links post and find that link. Or just reach out to them and they can send you their link again if you want to do that. And so find your person. So if you're watching this and you were invited by one of those beautiful friends of mine, then you want to shop their party because they're working towards getting rewards. Now listen, I don't have a lot of time to do parties, but if you want to do a party this month, you still have time to do one. I think I can do 2 more parties this month because I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. But I think I can do 2 more parties if anybody else wants to throw a party, because if you get $650 in sales, you get to double your reward points for free product just this month. Plus you can get one of the items for 60% off. Lots of reasons to throw a party in June. But if you don't want to throw a party in June, we can throw one in July. But it's fun to throw a party because I don't do it like, I don't do one of those kind of parties. I don't. Where you have to like log into a group and play the little games, and if you order you get this and you do that, and it's like you have to check in every day to see what's going on and what's on sale and all that. That's just too much work for me. I don't have time to do that with me, my life, my May, all that stuff. And so I keep it really simple. If you set up a party with me, I give you your link, you share it with your friends. And then I throw little events like this, and you can invite all your friends to this group so they can see my recipes, they can see any of the content that I have in here already. And then they get a special little welcome video or post from me that invites them to shop your party. So mine's really simple. If you want somebody that's going to really, really work, you might want to find another consultant. Just shop with me, throw parties with somebody else. But if you want the low-key, low-pressure party person, that's me. And I just love this stuff so much. I love it, and I stand behind it. And I'm telling you, my experience with customer service this week makes me even more proud to represent the company. All right, I love you guys. So you can find the catalog in one of those parties. There's a virtual catalog that you can go into. All right, how much is somebody said, how much is the air fryer? Let me look. How much is the air fryer? It's $429. $429 for the air fryer. So, if you were to do a party and get at least $200 in sales, then you can get that 60% off. Or if you're Miss Moneybags, then you can just spend $429 and get it. If you were thinking about getting an air fryer at like Bed Bath & Beyond, are they even open anymore? Or something like that, you can compare the prices, but yeah, it'd be $214 if you host and get $200 in sales. Yep. Okay, guys, I have got to go. I've got to go. Thank you, Miss Carolyn. My skin looks good. Thank you, thank you. You're so sweet. Miss Carolyn is one of my dear friends, and she is one of my biggest cheerleaders. She always makes me feel good about myself. I love you, Miss Carolyn. I love y'all. Thanks for being here in my little group. I need to do some more recipes and get them on YouTube so I can post them here so y'all can make something delicious. Have a fantastic night. Let me know if you have any questions. You can message me directly. You can do it here in the group or just like send me a private message if you have any questions or if you need anything. All right. Love you guys. Happy shopping. Bye.